Hey! We are live. Wait, we're missing someone. I don't even know if they're. I don't even know if they're here, but there's a special guest. A Biolash.
A Biolash.
We're gonna add to the stream right now. There he is. Cheeky boy. Look at that 5 frames a second smile. That's what we live for. How's everyone doing? Is everyone alright?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes?
Yeah.
All good? Yeah. What's everyone been up to?
Eating scones. Very good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Rachel, what have you been up to this week?
It was my dad's birthday Wednesday, so
nice.
we had a nice meal. And it was my granddad's first wedding anniversary this week, so we went up to him as well.
It's cute.
Yeah. That is well
celebrating. That's really cool.
What did we do? We had Indian last night.
Oh yeah, we had a nice takeaway. Brilliant.
Oh, and there he is, and he's gone, just like that.
He's gone.
See you later.
Although his presence is fleeting, it meant a lot.
You know, it's always good to have guests with us, even if they do stay for like 0 time at all.
Yeah,
we appreciate.
Unless they're gladiators,
no words.
Of course. Unless they're gladiators.
Yeah, we can all be united on that.
What? You can't just sit with 2 gladiators on stream right now.
That's true. That actually got.
That's like the first time ever that there's been 2.
That's true. And they're still last.
They can actually speak for themselves this week.
It's such a shame.
We can.
So, obviously, we've got XY21 coming up.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Time.
So, so if you haven't already, book in on Eventbrite. If you need the link, we can sort you out. Just message an XY group.
It's in our Instagram bios as well.
Bios as well.
Easy way to book in.
Yeah, the plan is this. Like, so obviously we're doing youth online right now, but the plan is that we have a big in-house, massive youth nights, 6th and 7th of August.
Yeah.
So the XY band have been practicing, like all the favourites from summer camp coming back, and it's just going to be like mosh pitting and going crazy. Yeah. Massive games, and we're obviously going to conclude Empires.
With the Aztecs reigning victorious.
No.
Why is she captain every week? More cap. Every week.
Yeah.
We've got 2 wild cards.
Fact or cap that the Aztecs are going to win.
We've got 2 wild cards. I'm going to represent my team because I'm the only one here to do it. The Aztecs are going to win. Mark my words.
Oh, they're waffling.
Gladiators, what you got to say for yourselves? Are you feeling confident? Feeling like you can take this?
We're feeling very confident.
They're very cool.
We have double representation this week.
This week is our week.
I feel like the Gladiators are a bit like Turkey at the Euros, where everyone's like, yeah, they're going to be dark horses, and then they showed up, and it was just
disappointment.
It was just
disappointment.
Hey.
They're just taking
You haven't
L's
seen us
home.
play today.
Embarrass.
That is
We
true.
could be amazing today.
Vikings will beat Italy. We will come back with the gold. Although everyone thinks the Aztecs are going to win, the Vikings.
Everyone thinks. You just said that everyone thinks Aztecs are going to win.
Or the
Yeah,
Aztecs.
obviously it's cap, isn't it? Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
cap.
great
It's
that
cap.
everyone thinks the Aztecs are going to win.
Well, look, do you want to know what the current?
You can think what you want.
I feel like we need to.
Because obviously, currently the Vikings are in first.
I understand this, but if we wanted
Okay.
to right now, we could be in first position.
Yeah, if you wanted to. But
If we wanted to, we
Yeah,
could
but-
poach points.
yeah, if
but
you
we're
wanted,
not gonna
no,
just
you can only
poach.
poach points in a game. You can't just steal random
We
points.
have a wild card.
Yeah, for a game. Like, if we
We
play
have
this
2
game,
wild
you can steal our points from this game. You can't just steal random.
That's nice.
Well,
Anyway, if you're whatever empire you're from, let us know in the chat right now. I want to see Vikings,
Vikings represent.
Aztecs, Gladiators. We're about to dive in.
Yes,
I'll
I
give you a little
did.
score update. So Vikings are on 14,760 in first. Really close behind is Aztecs with 14,070. So we got 700-point lead. And Gladiators are on 12,275. Now tonight we are putting the putting the point attack forfeit up for grabs. So Aztecs currently have one of these, but we're putting another one up for grabs tonight. So we're going to do a few games on pre-show. I think we'll also put the mystery question up for grabs as well. So this first game we're going to do is an online game. Now I really want to encourage you, if you're in an XY group and you've not played this yet, you should definitely check it out. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put it on the screen, and if you guys can go on it, I'm going to make a game and you can all join. So I'm going to create that match now. Right. So this is something called Curve Fever. I know it sounds naff, but it's basically like multiplayer Snake. So I'm going to add that to the stream right now. And as you can see, we're all lining up in the lobby. So we've got Rachel, Tasha, Tony's decided to call herself I Am She, bit biblical.
She is I.
We've got Bethany. I'm Lil Bishop. Lex is Lil Bishop too, because
I didn't get a choice.
I made a second account for the interns. We did actually play with the interns. However, we just waited on Pedro. Pedro joined.
It's 200 gems to change your name. And as you can see,
Oh,
we ain't got 200
we
gems.
ain't got the facilities for that, big man. So while we wait for Pedro, I'll explain the way that this works. It's basically like Snake. So wherever you go, left or right, if you ever played Sliver.io, this is that. So Sliver.io, where you leave a little trail behind you. If you crash into anyone's trail, you die. But you also have on this game, as you can see right here, a homing missile and a jump. Homing missile lets you steal points, and the jump lets you jump over people's trails. I know that sounds a bit complicated, but basically, here's how it works. There's 7 of us. First place is going to take 1,500 points. Second place is going to take 1,000 points. Third place is going to take 750 points, all the way down. There's loads of points up for grabs
I feel
here.
like you should be out of this game. You've had so much practice with this.
I feel like
Don't listen to her.
because
No,
me and
no,
Pedro
no,
are
no.
playing
I feel
it,
like he can
you know.
play, but I feel like his points shouldn't count.
So wait, hang on. What's the message you're preaching there? That if we try hard and if we practice and put effort in, It gets discredited.
Yes,
No.
Mrs. Youth Pastor.
No, the one who writes the program gets to choose what game we do.
No,
and it's
no,
like,
no.
I'm really good at
It's
this
a joint
one.
decision. Anyway, who's not here? Oh, it's me. Playing this match. There we go. Kick me out of my own game.
Whoever's the host.
Whoever's now the host, which isn't me. Oh, see.
Okay.
All right, the power-ups are going to be on, the pickups. So whoever's got the little play button right in front of them, you hit that button and we'll go for it.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh
3,
my
2, 1. I want to see Vikings in the chat. You guys,
in the chat.
Let's go, Vikings.
Come on,
I'm the little
Vikings.
Come on,
purple.
gladiators.
I'm orange. I've got this.
First to 300 points wins. Right, there's a few rounds. Here we go. Okay, so red's dead. Who's red? That's Rachel. She's
Red.
out.
Literally, my screen crashed. Right
That's
as.
good. That's what I want. Gladiators having technological difficulties. That is good. Oh, mate, the amount of lag right now.
Oh.
Guys, you can see there's little missiles flying around. Oh, I died! Oh, I'm still fine. The little missiles flying around. That's what happens when you die. So currently, I'm in the lead. That's good. That's good. Come on, Vikings. We're going to win that point attack. We're going to win
Let's
that
go,
point attack.
Vikings. Let's go.
Up for grabs.
Wait, who's
Oh, look at that.
shot
Look at that.
me?
Sneaky, mate, that was. Oh, he sped me up. Ooh,
Oh, that's better as well.
that was deadly, that was. Jeez, let's go.
James.
Oh.
Come on, little
Where's Z?
Bishop.
Where's Z when I need him to challenge me?
Where's Pro Gamer Ade?
Yeah, I
That's
did.
my
Exactly.
question.
He's not very pro, is he?
I literally jumped on the
Right,
debris.
watch this, people. I want to do something. I'm gonna win the game right here.
Wait, Ellis, what colour are you?
I'm purple, mate. Purple. Watch this.
Hey,
Don't
right,
speed
bro.
up and die.
I died anyway. Oh, no. Wait,
Let's
wait.
go.
Jump onto the thing.
All right.
Oh,
I'm in a
this is
clear lead.
shocking.
Natasha is dead last, by the way.
Ah,
Gladiator-
Natasha.
Oh, it's
Try,
Natasha
guys.
and
I really
Rachel.
am.
It's Natasha and Rachel,
I really
all the
am.
gladiators, talking all that smack.
Try my
And
best.
they're
Keep
seriously
glitching so
struggling.
much.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh.
Rachel tried to get points, and it was
What
like,
is this little thing I'm doing?
what little thing? Oh, you got, yeah, you can steal points with the little missiles afterwards.
Oh, I'm second
Yeah, it's
now.
cool.
It's so annoying.
Yes, Josh, that's the way it should be. All Vikings at the top. Let's go.
Come on.
What colour are you, Josh? Because we need to team up, really.
I'm yellow, bro.
You're yellow, right?
Oh, I
won't
like
kill you then.
this. The slow
Won't kill
one.
you then. Oh, we're all big. We're all big.
Oh, what is this?
That's it, Josh. I love it. I love it, bro. Let's do this. More points for the Vikings.
Come on, let's go.
I
Let's
don't know how
go.
I got up there.
All right, I think I could win the whole thing right now.
Yeah, you might as well. Bring
We
it
need to know in
home.
the chat if you want us to play another round of this, because we do have another game lined up. But if you're feeling it, if you're enjoying this, you want to see us go again, we can set it up. I think,
Oh, where
Josh,
did I
we just
go?
did it. Josh, we
Oh.
just did it.
Ooh.
Did it?
Let's do your points for bounce.
Oh, well.
Boom.
We've done it.
There it
We've
is.
only gone and
There
done
it
it.
is. So let me just have a look at the scoreboard then and just jot that down.
Oh my days, I'm third.
So scoreboard.
That's actually
Vikings in the top
I'm
three.
gonna take a picture so it doesn't disappear real
Harder
quick.
than it looks.
Wait, top 3 Vikings? No way.
good.
Yeah, man.
Hey, all three.
Love that.
Right. So
Love that.
let's get back to the old stream. Let's get back to the old
Justice.
stream. Oh,
Where is the justice?
right. I'll
Make it
close that
simple
down.
again.
Curve fever. All right. So that means 1,500 to the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000 and 750 as well. So
Let me just say, the Aztecs are really showing up in the chat. You
That is
guys,
good.
you guys are cheering for me.
I'll
I'm
tell you
loving
what.
it.
I'll give the Aztecs 500 points for turning up in the chat.
Look at you guys.
Stop
and
giving
you
them
so
pity
coy.
points, man. Stop giving them pity
It's not
points.
P points.
We won
It's not
the
P points.
That was you
Their
guys.
team showed up. So we got. Right. So Beth, what team are you on?
Vikings.
Oh, another Viking. Right. So Lex, you got 500 for the Aztecs, but then Beth also.
I love
Beth
Malachi's
got
quick
250
maths.
for the. Beth got 250 for the
Oh,
Vikings.
that
But does
Yeah.
that mean the Aztecs get 1,000 because They just got
Fine.
500 for.
Yeah, you got 500 points. for the
You
chat,
guys,
but-
1,000
Should have given them
points.
250, man.
No, bro,
You
it's
know
all
what?
fair, mate. We're balling.
They're showing up in
Come
the
on,
chat.
Vikings.
Your rewards.
And then
Spam the
Gladiators got the bottom last point, so that's a plus 125, and then plus 100. I'll give them a little courtesy points there.
Chris Ward says,
We
Ellis
tried our
was
best.
great,
We
but
really did.
so unfair.
It's not unfair, bro. All is
I've
fair.
never played that game. I've never played
All
that
is
game.
fair
before,
in Snake. Look, does anyone want to see us play it again, or are we on? We're moving on. I think
we're moving
I think
on.
we're moving on.
Yeah.
I just want to highlight this.
Love that Abishak.
I just want to highlight that.
He's turning.
I'm cracked at this game. I just want everyone to know that. Oh, see, look, we've got Viking representation.
Love that
in the
Abishak.
chat.
Yeah, from Abishak, but we've got Waymaker, we've got Jess, we've got Emily.
Wait, I'm also cracked and taken.
And Taken.
Okay, anyway, so I guess myself up. So we got a lot of points. Vikings definitely still in the lead.
Good job.
I will give a final calculation. We'll probably post it on Instagram because I don't want to do quick maths right now. But we do have one more game to play. So this game I am going to be ref for, which means I can't win. So maybe that is fair. I'm going to be ref for. We're going to do a game we played at Youth a couple of weeks back. It was word association. You really filled this glass up to the top. It is word association with water. We got that.
Go hard or go home. This is what I say.
Alright, so we're doing word association with water. We might actually genuinely want to pull that out.
It's right in front of these.
Yeah. Oh, shit. My camera.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the way that this works is these guys are going to play word association around a topic. And if they say the same as someone else, or if they hesitate, then they have to pour the water either on their head or splash it straight in their face. Everyone clear on that? Try and protect your headphones and your laptop, because we're doing this digitally now, so it's a little different. All right, so the first topic is going to be, and you guys can join. Oh no, you can't join in on the chat actually, because that'd be cheating. They can read it. We are going to do people in the Bible. We're gonna keep it biblical, just for this first one. People in the Bible. We ready? Okay, so we're going to start with Josh. We're going to move across to Lex, Natasha, Rachel, Bethany, Tony, in that order, and keep going round. Sound good?
Sounds
All right,
great.
chat, you need to keep them accountable and help me ref. All right, Josh, you are up first. People in the Bible. 3, 2, 1, go.
Jesus.
Yeah.
David.
Jonah.
Elisha.
Moses. Wait, where am I?
Whoa. Bethany. Bethany then.
Oh,
wait,
you're different on my screen.
Wait, what
Bethany,
order?
she'll go.
Oh,
She'll go. Tony, you'll go.
Moses.
Josh?
Benjamin.
Joseph.
Abraham.
Reuben.
Matthew.
No, it's Rachel.
Oh, sorry.
Reuben.
Then Beth, you?
Matthew.
Meshach.
Ezekiel.
Abednego.
Mary.
Joshua.
Jeremiah.
Malachi.
Elijah.
What's going on?
Saul.
Ruth.
Done.
Hosea.
No, it was Esther that was done.
Damn.
Go on, Rachel, what did you say?
Almost.
Hosea.
Isaiah. That's time. Unfortunately, Beth, you've lost.
Unlucky.
You have lost. So
a bit too high there, I
that is
apologise.
water over the head.
That is scary.
We want to see it. So I'm going to highlight you. Yep. So I'm going to highlight you. Oh, no.
No, don't make me big.
Yeah. You're
Oh.
solo layer. All right, here we go, Beth. This is the moment. You're up.
Oh, can't I do this?
You can do either, but you got to do the whole cup.
Okay.
The whole cup.
Yeah, but it's not full to the top, is it?
Yeah, I can.
All right, go on, Beth. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was nothing. That was nothing.
water in that.
What should you just spit into that or something? It's good.
Right, so Beth is out. She has lost. So we're going to go again. This time, also, guys, put suggestions of what categories you want to do in the chat. This time, we are going to do fashion brands. Fashion brands.
No.
Oh
No.
my days.
Oh, no,
Here we
no.
go. So we're going to start with you, Josh.
Hey.
Ready?
Hey.
3, 2,
I'm not ready.
1,
Hey.
go.
Nike.
Louis Vuitton.
Zara.
Balenciaga.
Boohoo.
Adidas.
H&M.
Bershka.
Prada.
What?
In the style.
Supply and demand.
New Look.
ASOS.
East Saint Laurent.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Primark.
Gucci.
Primark. Are we?
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
You're gonna
Chanel.
allow it,
If I'm-
okay.
She's stalling for time. Hey, what you
you
doing?
didn't- wait, Lex didn't say one. Hang
Oh,
on.
sorry, guys. Yeah, I have to do my
Yeah, water. Hang on.
Come on now. Come on.
That's what happens when you try to play the game. That is
Sorry.
it right there. You
I
tried
just
to
don't
play the game. All right.
Do I have to do the whole
Three.
thing?
Yeah. I can go over your head and down. I think that's gonna be better for the TV. We should have got a towel, but you live, you lose, I guess.
We got anything?
Nah, just go for it. Just get it on your clothes and your hair.
I'm getting it on the floor.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, long day.
Got an answer.
I'm wondering it.
Yeah.
Gonna-
Okay. Okay.
I'm a bit soaking.
Okay. Right. So Lex is out. So now it's Josh, Natasha, Rachel, and Tony. I am like literally.
Congratulations, we got this.
Okay, we're gonna do cars. We're gonna do cars.
Oh,
So I will accept Ford. I will not accept Focus. All right. So car brands. All right. Again, start with Josh. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Ford.
Vauxhall.
Bugatti.
Tesla.
Lamborghini.
Ferrari.
Alfa Romeo.
BMW.
Mini Cooper.
Toyota.
Hyundai.
Range Rover.
Aston Martin.
Audi.
Kia.
Honda.
Jaguar.
Oh no.
That's time. Ooh, Natasha.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You are up.
Ooh.
This
I
is your
put so
moment.
much water in
This
this.
is your
Okay.
time.
My days.
Let me just.
Stop. Yeah, you can prep. You got time to prep. You got time to prep.
Okay. First of all, it's so okay. Anyway,
It looks like you're filming from heaven, by the way. Like it's like there you are.
I know,
and it's just,
guys.
like,
It's-
white background.
I lost the camera. Okay.
Oh,
So much water.
Unlucky.
brutal.
Unlucky.
Tasha, you are out. And then it comes down to the final three.
Yes.
Here we go, final three. This is where all the points lie. So the winner of this game will also win the mystery question, by the way. 5,000 points if they get it right whenever they play that wild card. So we are going to go with, are there any suggestions in the chat here? They've got, I think animals might be too hard, like too easy. We are going to go for capitals.
Yeah.
No.
Capitals.
Ah!
Are you ready?
Capitals of countries.
Yeah. That's the only,
literally
yeah,
know
not
three.
letters, countries.
Yep.
Capital B.
Okay. Wait, let me get the lo-fi back on. It's all gone. There we go. All right, Josh, you ready? 3,
Yes, sir.
2, 1, go.
London.
Paris.
China.
Tony, no.
I have no idea.
Tony, no. Come on. That's the first
Alright.
thing you think of.
In a
It's not
bit,
even a
yeah.
capital.
Nice seeing you guys. Yeah.
America.
I'll see you at summer camp. Yeah. In a
What?
bit.
I have no idea.
It's all right, Tony. You're up. You're up. This is your moment. Oh, the slow thought. Oh, that is
Okay, that was-
brutal. Sorry, Tony.
Oh my
In the
god.
middle of talking.
Oh my gosh.
China, that's a moment. I didn't really capture that.
Yeah, we
Capitals.
will.
China.
Unlucky, Tony. Unlucky. You tried.
Oh, unlucky, Tony. Unlucky.
The pressure. got
English
to it.
I
education
had to
system.
say it was deserved.
The English education system did you dirty. That's all I'll say. Okay, so then there were two. Final category is going to be youth team. Youth team. Members of the XY youth team. All right. All right. So Josh, you ready to go first? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Mr. Ellis Morley.
Natasha.
Rachel.
Sinead.
Alexa.
Chris Ward.
Me.
Beth Ward.
Natasha.
Yes!
Right. So Josh,
Come on.
as you see, it's your moment, bro.
I messed up. All right.
You might want to take the earbuds out. And yeah.
Take this off.
Here we go.
Right. Right.
He's got his towel ready.
Oh.
That is. All right, let me get everyone back in.
Everyone's just mopping.
Get Natasha back in. So yes, well done, Gladiators. That means you win another wild card
Come on, good
and
job.
1,500 points.
It's interesting that the Vikings don't have any wild cards yet.
No, we do. We just got point attack from the last game.
Did you now?
Yeah.
We got 2 like us.
No.
And the Gladiators.
So they just won the mystery question and 1,500 points, and then we
Good job,
got
guys.
1,500 points coming second and third as well.
Okay.
So
how does the mystery question one work?
So the mystery question works where any time you can go, we want the mystery question, and I'll ask you a mystery question, and if you get it right, you win a 5,000 points there and then.
Is it just one of our team who answers the question?
Yep, and I'll always take the first answer. So if you like mystery question time, and then someone leans over and goes, I think it's thingy, and I hear it, I'm taking that as the answer. So it's like, it's a bit strict, but it's a chance to win a lot of points straight away.
So in theory, could they use it now?
Yeah, they could use it right now. You can use wildcards whenever you want.
Chris Ward is saying from the chat that they want the mystery question.
Chris Ward wants the mystery question right now.
Ooh.
How confident are you feeling, Rachel?
I'm gonna quiz this.
Well, you wanna use your wildcard right now.
Use it.
Go on.
Natasha, what are you saying?
Go on.
Natasha's gone.
Oh yeah, Natasha's gone. I just realised that.
This is your decision alone.
Oh, she gone.
She's like, I'm not doing the mystery question.
She's out.
I don't do general
I'm not
knowledge.
involved.
I don't know whether to save it when there's like more of us together.
It'll be biblical. I'll tell you that. The mystery question it'll be biblical. We are a youth ministry after all.
Okay, now I know. I'm gonna wait. That's my conference.
Start reading
You don't want you losing to be memorialised online as well.
No, I think we do. Play the card. Okay.
I can't.
So
No, Chris, you wouldn't be able to answer. It's the first answer from the Gladiators that would be accepted. So if you answered...
let's do it in person. I feel like it's more suspense.
Yeah.
XY21, be there.
XY21.
See your team win. Remember, the prize is AirPod Pros. If you're in the winning team, it means you get entered into the raffle. You have just as much chance as anyone on your team to win the AirPod Pros.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty sweet deal.
Very sweet.
So yeah. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to move on. Pre-show has been amazing. What I'll do is I'll add up the points in a bit when we get some time. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to do something called Real Talk this week. Where we're going to be, instead of doing a preach, we're going to have a chat and also a little bit of Q&A. So if you've got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're going to break it down and answer them. But before we do that, we're just going to head into a time of worship. I want to encourage you. We don't just do this because we do it. We do this every week because we want to spend time with God. And as extraordinary youth, we believe in Jesus. We believe he died and rose again for us. And when we worship, it's our way of just thanking God for every good thing that he has done.
Yeah.
So why don't you join us as we sing Available.
Never give you every peace. I hear you call. I am available. I'll say yes, Lord. I am available. Here I am with open hands, counting on your grace again. Less of me and more of you. I just want to see you move. I hear you call. I am available. I'll say yes, Lord. I am available. I hear you call. I am available. I'll say yes, Lord. I am available. Right now, Extraordinary Youth, I just want you to fix your eyes on Jesus as we sing this bridge together. Listen. Here I am, here I am. You can have it all, you can have it all. Here I am, here I am. You can have it all, you can have it all. Here I am, here I am. You can have it all, you can have it all. Here I am, here I am. You can have it all, you can have it all. Lord, you can have it all. Sing, I hear you call. I am available. I'll say yes, Lord. I am available.
Amazing.
That's, yeah, such
So
a good
good.
time to worship. I'm missing Youth Band. I can't wait for XY21 to be in person. It's going to be a massive buzz. So make sure you get there. So we're going to go into a little time called the chat. We're just going to unpack a little bit about what it means and what it looks like to be fully committed, and not just in church, in just different areas of life, and what it looks like to push through moments that maybe are challenging, when your natural instinct is to maybe walk away or draw back. So we're going to chat through that with you guys. But first of all, I think it'd be really cool if we do like a little would you rather. So I've got some questions and I want to know your guys' opinions. So
Go on then.
would you rather sweet or savoury?
Savory.
Savoury.
Savory.
I couldn't live my life without like chips or potato in any form.
No, that's
my life
just,
without Scotch cheese. I'm not
no,
gonna
just
lie.
chips count as savoury.
Yeah.
Chips,
Sweet and
yeah.
savoury. Chips are savoury.
What's
It's like
everything
sweet.
that's not
sweet.
like everything that's not chocolate or sweets is savoury. Like everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be
No,
savoury,
like-
isn't it? Well, it's not even fair, is it? On
Yeah, I'll go,
chocolate, really.
I'll go savory as well.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
You'd go
on the one
savoury
hand,
too.
you've got flapjacks, but on the other hand, you've
Is
got
this a like you'd have to eat it for the rest of your life, or you were given a choice in front of you, like crisps or chocolate?
No, so yeah, I reckon the rest of your life, if you had to have a preference, sweet food or savoury food, what would you go?
Definitely savoury.
Yeah.
it's got to be savoury,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I couldn't live like the rest of my life just eating sweet stuff. I feel
Rachel's
I-
like, give
I know,
me
but
the
it's just
pudding.
like so boring to eat savoury like for the rest of your life.
But you've got salt, you've got chili, you've got
Vinegar.
Yeah, think
Yeah,
about
all
it.
of that.
You can have sweet chili. You can have chili jam.
Okay, fair.
Does that count
Nah,
as
because it's a
sweet?
mix of savoury and sweet, isn't it?
But what do you have the sweet chili sauce with? Like, what do you have it with if you're just eating sweets for the rest of your life?
Strawberry laces.
There's no combination.
It's
It's just like
What?
sweet chili sauce on a
Amazing.
squashy. Anyone?
We got a fella sweet coming in.
Honestly, I knew Ollie would
It's
say.
gotta be savoury, man. It's gotta be savoury.
Are they saying neither? So what? You just said starve. Alright.
What, you're
Each
gonna
their
eat?
own.
Friday.
You're gonna eat grass and
Each to
water?
their own.
What are you gonna eat?
What's going on, bro?
Okay, next question. So this is again for the rest of your life. Would you rather be really, really old or like an infant? So like toddling around, crawling, just about walking.
Infants.
For the rest of your life.
Infants.
Please. I do not want to be in pain.
Oh,
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
do I have the choice to
Nah.
annoy everyone around me
Old.
or be annoyed by screaming kids? I would be the one doing the annoying.
No, because if you're old, right,
Doing the
hear me out,
screaming.
can't hear, get hearing aid. Can't see, glasses. Can't walk, wheelchair. Or one of those cool
Mad
scooters
back.
they all have.
What
I
happens?
would be
Carried
old.
everywhere.
Scooters.
What about your back?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You
arthritis
need a
and all that.
scooter if you were an infant.
Yeah,
You get
mate,
carried
if it's
everywhere.
all
You
the
need a
animals-
transportation service.
But if we're talking an
But it's-
infant, like you can't even like communicate properly. Like
Yeah,
as
you
and-
can cry.
Infant, poo yourself.
Your mum will get to know you.
Exactly. You put
Yeah.
yourself on my nerves.
Only
I feel so much
carrot.
simpler.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't
I
mind.
feel like I've caused chaos. I'm sorry. guys.
Potato. I'd be happy.
Oh my days.
See?
It'd be like
What did
Hasbulla,
Mary
wouldn't
say?
it?
They never specified if you can't hear or see. Well, that's because every old person's different.
How
Some
infant are we
people
talking
can.
and how old are we talking?
She said just
I
walk it.
She said
reckon-
really old.
I said
Just
really,
walking.
really old. So like
Yeah, really.
90s.
Okay.
Oh,
That's the
90,
latest.
like more than 90, like later than 90.
Maybe
I'll
91.
be infant.
No,
No,
Walking
no,
Dead levels here. Like,
Yeah, no,
you
the
can't be
expect-
saying 90.
The expected age is not like the average 80.
It's like 80
Surely you got to go 80.
something.
I'm going to 99. I don't know about you, Ellie.
For you, Tony.
I won't
I'm
go. I will not make it to 99. There's no how. Like, pork pie is too much. to
Are we
make it
saying
to
that the
99.
infant can just walk? Or
Yeah.
I reckon,
Yeah.
like 2.
what? That's not an infant. That's a toddler.
I mean,
No, we're saying-
teenagers
Okay,
can
right, let's
talk.
go younger then.
No,
What
no,
do you
because if
reckon?
we're saying
No,
99, we got to say like 1.
Yeah.
All right, 99 or 1. That's fair.
One,
99.
So when
One.
you're like a baby.
I'd be 99.
one without the ability to walk and still needing a nappy.
I could still play. I could still play Valorant at
My point still
99. Can't do that at
Yeah.
1.
There are some
can
really
make people
active
laugh.
99-year-olds.
Just by smiling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whereas,
Go-
like-
Are you still going to be
Get those
driving
games.
at 99?
I don't think you will.
Yes, I am.
Everything will hurt. Like,
Is your arm going to
Every
be
time
steady
you
enough
say
for that?
stuff,
No, but
some
every-
stuff
Not
you
able
won't
to
say.
communicate.
Everything hurts
Right.
at 1. All they do is cry.
Next question.
It's not that it hurts.
This one's really
It does.
gross.
Fine.
And you have to pick one. You can't do an ade and say neither. Are you ready?
I will live on the word of God. That's what they said.
For the rest of your life, would you rather smell like cheese or smell like fish?
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Cheese? Ooh.
People
oh,
avoid
smelly
fish like the
goofy.
plague. Cheese.
Is my name Aquaman? I'm not trying to smell like a fish. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll smell like cheese.
My Aquaman.
I'd go cheese, but I'm going to pick Baby Bell.
Ah,
You specify
that's right, because
what
it doesn't.
type of cheese?
Baby Bell's a very
Yeah,
it's
fair
not
enough.
very fragrant, you know?
Mozzarella?
Yeah, mozzarella.
That's
That's
a
a
good one.
yummy
And everyone likes
Mozzarella's
mozzarella.
a good
If you
cheese,
smell
yeah.
like mozzarella, feel like everyone
Where's the
It's
aftershave?
smelly,
When's it
like-
coming out?
mozzarella aftershave.
That's a moneymaker right there.
We should get our merch and do mozzarella aftershave with it.
Well,
It's
I
that much of a moneymaker.
I hope you don't smell like Eva, but I'm glad to have had your opinions on it. So I'm going to go my first question. What roles do you have in youth and within church? So jump in. Who wants to kick us off?
Let's do Beth. All right, Beth, you're up.
Beth? You reckon Beth?
Okay. Well, at the moment in Sittingbourne, I kind of I organise. I do the like set up stuff. So like I organise where things are going to go, and I delegate and say who has to do what and everything. And like if stuff has to be moved during the night, then I can say, oh, this person can do it and such. Also on worship teams. Fun.
Sheesh. Okay.
Come on.
Nice.
Very nice.
Natasha, what about you?
Media at youth and also main church. So for youth, if you're on Instagram, sometimes it's stuff that I make, sometimes it's stuff that Lex makes. But yeah, just
Mostly.
all around media. Yeah.
Come on.
Nice.
So much talent. Pedro, what about you?
I dabble in worship. I do a bit of youth as well.
Dabble.
I don't know why I said that, but yeah, I'm part of the worship team and youth team. Yeah.
Very good. Rachel?
I'm one of the XY group leaders at youth. I'm also on the MI18 sound.
Very good.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure everyone knows, but Ellis and Lex.
I do. I do the roofing team.
You do?
There's ever a leak. I'm in the roof
Easy,
fixing
man.
it. I also frequent the drum screen fixing team. Yeah.
Loving
Fucked
this
that one up
team.
this week. Yeah.
Short-lived role.
Yeah.
Not much there.
I'm on the team. How about that?
The team
I'm
team.
up for a team.
I want to be on the
I'm
team.
here for the team.
I'm on the team.
I'm on the always the one to suggest a Mackie's trip team.
Yes, I
on
like that.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Important
that
team.
is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say
Very
that's
important.
it. That's all I do.
Yeah, well, we do the youth. I would chuck that one in.
We
there.
are
do
youth
the
pastors,
Yeah,
but-
with Tony, we're the bosses. We
I
are.
wasn't gonna say it like that.
You're the boss. You're the boss.
My name's
Okay, so
Bonnie.
my
No,
next question is a little bit deeper. Is it always easy, and have there been moments when you've wanted to leave? How did you handle that?
Yeah. You mean leave the team?
Yeah, like step back a bit, where it's been challenging, or maybe like a really good example is when school gets really busy and you've got exams. Has it always been easy just to serve? And have you been pushed outside of your comfort zone and given, I guess, responsibilities that are like bigger than you feel capable of? So how have you walked through that journey?
I'll jump in first on this one. I definitely had a good crisis moment when I started interning. So like, when I started interning, Andrew was youth pastor, and me and my friend Ben, we both decided we'd do youth internship. And it's a big transition, like, because when you serve on youth team, it's like you do school and then you do youth on a Friday. Sometimes you do things in the week, like plan some games, or you've got a group, like a Connect group, an XY group. But stepping up to youth internship was a whole different ball game, because it was suddenly like we had loads of responsibilities. Like every week we had all these jobs, all this different time. Like I used to have, I didn't have anymore. And so like for me, it was like, I was like, I just want my time, God, I want my time back. I felt like I was like annoyed. I never had any time for anything I wanted to do anymore. And I think it was just a busy season. It was just like Christmas time, and Christmas is always mad busy anyway. And I really felt God challenging me, and God challenged me through my leaders. All right. So I said to them, I was like, I feel like I'm falling apart a bit here. And as they began to speak to me, when I went home, exactly what they said to me, God reiterated to me when I was high. So I hope you know this. God will speak to you through people.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Bible, prayer, sermons, but also just through people that you do life with. God will use them to speak to you. And so that's what happened with me. And they just said to me, look, you just got to understand that all of your time is His. And it's about trusting Him with your time and trusting Him with your rest. And so suddenly, when I realised, okay, God, I just got to trust you. I'll do whatever you tell me, I'll trust you. That's when serving on youth team became a joy again. Because I wasn't like, oh, I'm giving too much time in this area or doing too much here. Suddenly it was like, God, my time's yours. And then suddenly I had all this rest I didn't even realise I had before. So I guess that was like sort of my journey. So if you're just jump in.
I say exam seasons. Yeah, obviously I'm in uni now, so during the during the GCSE, because A levels didn't really have exams because of COVID, but GCSEs it was hard to because obviously I wanted to study and do all that. And I just got told by it was Andrew and Heather at the time that were the youth pastors, just to make sure I'm still prioritizing spending time with God, still serving, and it'll help me with all the other aspects of my life. And so I still continue serving in youth and church, and did well. It was all good.
That is good.
Very good.
Love that.
Yeah, really
One
good.
of the girls, do you want to jump in? So have you always found it easy to be on team? Or have you come to moments where you're like, this is going to be a challenge, but I'm going to push through?
I think I'd say I've never considered not being on team, if that makes sense. I've never got to the stage where I've been like, yeah, but leading team is the way forward. But there are definitely times when, so all of my friends, not all of my friends, a group of my friends from school always meet up every Friday night. And so literally, apart from during the summer holidays, I literally never see them. But they meet up every week. So sometimes it's like, can I not just have this week off? Like, just because, like, you know, just like once in a while. But I think, just always reminding myself that actually I want to be on team. Like, and if I'm on team, this is what it means. And I still have time with my friends, and I think now they don't meet up so often. So when they do meet up, like, they make it like when everyone's available. So we do stuff more Saturdays and stuff like that. I don't think I've missed out on friendships or relationships. And if I have, then actually I've been where I want to be. Because I think I get so much more out of being at youth, and just I've grown so much more in myself and just in other relationships and in godly relationships that I think has been more encouraging. One thing as well that Ellis was saying about trusting God with your time, like sometimes I've been a youth leader, but like actually I've been there as a leader just in my mind being like, oh, I'm just here to serve. But actually God has really spoken to me and really had like powerful moments with God. For instance, like when I was a coach at Young Lions, I just had really powerful moments with God, but I wasn't necessarily expecting to be there for myself to get something out of it. I was literally there just to serve. And those times have been probably the most encouraging, and just like really like sometimes pulled me back on track, or just like been such a moment and I was like, wow, I wasn't even expecting that. But it's just so good to be in God's presence, like in whatever aspect that is. It reminds me of the bit as well, I don't know if it's in the Bible or just a song or like a hymn or whatever, where it like is it one day in your courts is like 1,000 elsewhere or something like that. And
that is Bible. That's a mystery question. You would have got it right.
Bible or not?
I think it's also in some of the Anglican hymns I used to sing growing up, because it was like Bible, you know, it crosses all over. So
it's really good. And I love the way that, like, obviously being a youth leader for years before I became youth pastor, it was in those moments when I almost felt like I'd rather be at home on a Friday. And obviously this was pre-COVID when we're in the building, and you'd go and you'd set up from like 6 and you'd be there till 10, 11. And I remember there was a Friday that we'd had a babysitter. Obviously Chris and I was in the building, and I remember thinking, like, I just want to go home, I want to put my pyjamas on, I want to chill out. And it was in that moment that God threw just a proper curveball, and he did like only what God can do, and it showed up and kids got saved. And it's that real humbling moment of, actually, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, this is why I sacrifice and serve, because there's a bigger picture that I'm part of. And so I love that, yeah, in the moments when, in my own experience, I guess, the moments when I would naturally want to draw back or have time off, or say I can't commit as fully as I want to, in those moments when I've stood my ground and stepped up, I think that's when I've seen breakthrough the most. So yeah, so my final question, and I'm going to go to Natasha first. Ellis, you got something you want to jump in with?
No, I was just excited. Cheeky.
So what advice would you give to a young person? And this isn't necessarily like serving in church. This can be facing any difficult situation. What advice would you give if they're in a situation where they feel like doing the easy option, like taking the easy way out instead of staying committed?
Okay. I'd say that before you decide to make any sort of decision, like before you did like make a rash decision, I think you should sort of pause and think about it. If you have time to pray about it, pray about it. If you have time to talk to someone, like an XY leader, like a youth pastor, a parent maybe, a godly friend, talk to them. I think it's never good to sort of make rash decisions in the moment if you're feeling sort of a certain way. If you want to quit something, or if you want to turn away from something, especially if it's something that is godly and you know that God has called you to do. So I would say just pausing would be the very first thing, and then talking to someone, talking to God, or talking to a youth leader. Yeah,
That's really good.
I think remembering why you're doing what you're doing it for, and like who it's helping as well. Yeah, something I always think about.
Yeah, it's so important. I think like we were saying, I think it was a couple of series ago, we were talking about calling, and we were talking about how us all collectively are called to build God's kingdom. And I think sometimes it's so easy to forget about that when we're going through our daily lives, going to school, doing stuff like that. Coming to church on a Sunday, maybe your parents sometimes drag you to church when you don't want to be there. But what you've got to understand is we're all called to build God's kingdom, and we're put on this earth for that reason. That's the sole purpose of us being here, to reach the lost and to reach those who don't know Jesus. And so, like Beth was saying just there, it's so important to keep your eyes on what's important.
100%.
Yeah.
I think like this is a good conversation for us to have, because you might be watching thinking like, well, that's good for you, but like I don't even serve on anything. But I guess like understanding on what it's like to be grounded applies to everything. So when you come to know Jesus, your ability to stay in the hard times matters to him, like big time. So God's looking for a relationship with you where you're like committed. So I think learning to be grounded is a massive, massive key, not just in your calling, but in so many areas of life. There'll be, there might be a class that you start, you get 6 months in, you want to quit, but the right thing to do is to see it through to the end. There might be, you might go to uni and you're like 2 years in, you're like, I just want to drop out, I don't want to finish this. Sometimes the right thing to do is to stay grounded and see it through to the end. And have the wisdom to be like, just because it's tough right now, or just because I feel a certain way, it's not going to sway my decisions. And that is a massive character thing that happens when we're in team. As soon as you become a Christian, as soon as you say yes to Jesus, God wants you to be a part of his church. You are the church. And so God gets you in somewhere. Maybe you've been asked to join the media team, the worship team, the welcome team. Maybe it's the youth team as an XY champion. Check it out in September. Whatever it is that you've been asked to do, it's exciting at first. Like when we all join team, You start off and you're like, this is sick, like this is the best thing ever. And then I come up to you and I'm like, oh, can you clean out the raw eggs that have all been cracked all over the stage and like scrub them down? And suddenly the realization of, oh, I actually have to do things. Like I have to actually do things I don't want to do as well. That's the moments where being grounded matters the most.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be times in life where the things that we're called to do won't always be the things that we want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be times in which the very thing that you are on this earth for might not be something you want to do.
Yeah.
Look at, what's his face? Jonah. Look at from last week.
Yeah.
Right? From last week.
Yeah.
Put your whale emojis in the chat. God called him to go to Nineveh. That was literally the last place he wanted to go.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I'm out. Please tell me it's Cat Lord. I don't want to go. Like, Nineveh's not for me. And God did everything in his power to keep Jonah grounded where he needed him to be. And so there's going to be things in your life where you know they're the right thing to do and you know you're supposed to do them, but you're really not going to want to do them. But you've got to choose in that moment to stay grounded.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, God, I know it's tough, but I'm going to stick it out. And that, I think that's why we've got to talk about it, because it's something everyone goes through.
Yeah.
In everything in life. There's always that period of, I don't know if I can be bothered for this.
Yeah.
And actually, it's in those moments where, one, we've got to talk about it, say, this is how I'm feeling. And just like how Show Me Your Friends, Show You Your Future series, you've got the right people around you who know what you're called to and know who you are. They'll encourage you in what God wants for your life.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I know you're feeling a bit like you don't want to do this right now, but this is what's right for you. If you've got the wrong friends around you, they're going to be like, yeah, bun it off, you know, come out with us, it's all fine, it's all good.
Yeah.
And literally, you know, that sort of stuff will determine the trajectory of your life. So, it's just mad, isn't it? It is mad.
It is really mad.
Don't walk away from things.
And I think
Stay grounded.
we sometimes look at it as like an either-or situation, like,
Yeah.
I've got exams, so I have to drop church. I have this football thing on a Sunday, so I have to drop church. And I think church actually lends itself to everything else in your life. It actually enriches everything else in your life because you're in community. You've got these people around you that are a great support, and you're strengthening your relationship with God and making a decision to go deeper. And that's only ever going to benefit every other area of your life. I know, like me and Ellis and so many of our other amazing leaders who went through their GCSEs and A-levels and are at uni right now maybe, and they stuck in church, they stuck to serving, and they're a testament to it working because they're still here, because they're still thriving in what they're doing, they're still pursuing what they need to pursue, but also they've got God as their priority, which is so important.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, very good. I think something else, like Ellis mentioned about in every area, and I think something that's really stuck with me probably in the last few months is that, not that I struggled to stay committed, but almost like I need to do it in the small things, so that then when the big situations come, I've formed that habit of this is what I do in any moment. So things like reading my Bible, making sure I'm doing that every day, making sure that I'm carving out time to spend with Jesus, making sure that I'm feeding myself well, like I'm trying to eat healthier, and just in the little things, making sure that I'm showing that I'm committed, that I'm grounded, and that when the bigger storms come, your roots are already deep, aren't they? So I definitely, like, if you're on the beginning of your journey and like, how do I even become grounded? How do I start that? I would say start in the small things. And then as the bigger things come, you've already formed that habit. So I hope that's been super helpful for you guys. If you've got questions, pop them in the chat and we will try and answer as many as we can.
Yeah, 100%. That was really good, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. Sorry, I may have muted you just to sort background noise. If you notice you're muted, you feel free to unmute.
It's not personal.
It was just, I was just trying to fix it while Tony was speaking.
Yeah. We've had such a good night.
It's
I love
really,
this
really
chat.
good.
It's
Yeah,
been
really
great.
good.
I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about you guys, and if you choose sweet or savoury.
Or smell like cheese or fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are very important things.
Yeah, totally. Well, as we go, we just want to again remind you, XY21, 6th and 7th.
Yes.
Please book in.
Yep.
Please invite your mates.
It's only £2.
£2
One
on the
link.
door. The cheapest conference
£2.
we've ever run. £2.
Too good.
And literally, it is going to be the best summer ever.
Ever.
Come, and it is just going to be, you'll never forget how sick XY21 was. Trust
definitely.
me.
Try.
So, like, yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Mm.
There will be like strobes and loads of smoke and loads of lights and loads of loud music, just to let you know, because
It's a good thing to
we're
know.
going to do like the full shebang. It's just going to be sick. So tell everyone you can. We want you to invite everyone. 11 to 18. If all of Dartford have to show up, then all of Dartford
We've
show
got
up.
room.
We got room. All right. Things you need to know, because this is our last Friday. Oh, sad faces. This is our last Friday of like the term. We're going to be back in September,
Yeah.
and that's why we're plugging XY21 so much.
Yeah.
But things you need to know for XY21 is bring a laminar flow test result with you.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to make sure it's COVID safe. We want a mosh pit. We want to obviously there'll be no COVID restrictions in terms of masks or social distancing, but we want to protect everyone. So we're just going to ask you to bring a negative result. We're also going to do temperature tests on the day.
We'll give you all that information
Give
close
you
to the time. As
All
well.
the information.
Yeah.
But basically, we just do those things to protect you and so that you can literally just have the sickest time without worrying about anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, come, be there. Choose to invest that time because God's going to speak to you.
Yeah.
God's going to challenge you. God's going to change you. Come on, put your hand up if you ever had a moment in summer camp where God brought you to tears and it was like, my life has been changed. Every single person it's ever been. There's just something powerful about choosing to take time with God over a couple of days. So yes, let me see. We're going to post a playlist, like the songs that we're going to be listening to. So get learning the words. We've got some old favourites coming back, and we've got some new songs which are like crazy high, crazy. So
wear your trainers.
Yeah, wear the best trainers. For
Don't be dressing up in some heels or
it's
anything.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah, literally. But that is all from us tonight. That is all from us this term. Thank you so much for being with us over 2020 and 2021. We love you all.
Love you guys.
You guys are extraordinary youth. We are extraordinary youth. And with that, we will see you at XY21. Peace out.
See you there.
In a bit.
Bye.